Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers.
We are in Rome. We've actually been here a week, and we've been exploring the whole area. So what you're gonna see in this long video
It's pretty much everything.
It's pretty much everything.
Little bits and pieces. We went to the Vatican. Today we're seeing the Colosseum and the entire Forum and Palatine area. And we're just going to show you bits and pieces of some of those bigger sites because, let's face it, there are tons of videos out there with entire vlogs of just the Colosseum and just the Forum. And if you really are that interested, I would say go look at something like that. But this is just a taste of what we saw.
Yeah.
That's all.
So you're going to get the sights, the sounds, and you'll see us eat a few things here in Rome. There's a lot to see here, but we're going to show you the tourist attractions and the not so tourist areas. So you're going to see some cool cathedrals that aren't even on, well, they're on the map, but
not on the tourist maps.
Not on the tourist maps.
There were no tourists in there.
And they are really, really just
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, just tucked in some little off streets. I mean, that's what we enjoy. We enjoy just, you know, roaming and finding little tiny side streets that nobody's on.
So we're going to take you on all those with us. So we got a lot to see and we've been rambling too long. So let's go. Okay, we're at the top of what is known as the Spanish Steps, and there's a church and an obelisk here. And then the Spanish Steps go down that way. And we're gonna go down the Spanish Steps. Lucky you, we can go down the steps. You can get a little view of Rome from here. Probably should watch where I'm going so I don't fall down the Spanish Steps. Here's an invader right there. We're going toward the Trevi Fountain right now. See that other, I guess, famous fountain.
All right, I'm here in the fountain. Wow. There are a ton of people here.
Cool little square somewhere in Rome. We're about 2 blocks away from the Trevi Fountain. It's kind of the things that I guess when you walk away and you find the other things that are kind of cool. Yeah, I'm sure as we walk through this city, we're just gonna come across a ton of just beautiful churches. This city is just full of them. And here's one of them. Looks like they're working on to the left, but it looks beautiful. Wow.
we were just able to go into this church and look around, and it was just kind of awesome. We weren't expecting it. We just had a little bit of time, and then they were closing the door, so we waited at the door to make sure everybody got out. And this is the kind of cool stuff we like to find. I mean, I suppose at one point we might get churched out, but they're all different and unique and have their own way of, you know, worshiping and believing, and that's just kind of cool to us. We like to kind of see that and see what's important to different places and people and religions. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff way cooler than some of the other touristy things, for me, at least for me.
Yep, another big church. So I can squeeze this one in. Wow. Humongi. Sarah's going in, so we're going in.
Do you want to dance?
Yep, that's the Pantheon. Yeah. A lot of tourists here, but yeah, sun's not in a good spot. But you got a little plaza here. What do you think?
Magnificent. The detail on it is pretty nice. Been here a long time.
Yep.
A lot has happened at this spot.
Surprise! Another church. Yeah. Am I going now? Sometimes I think these streets weren't made for cars. The birthplace of the original fettuccine Alfredo is at this restaurant here. It's called Alfredo.
Do you want to dance?
All right, there it is, the original salad. We'll have to let you know how it is. That's the cheesiest Alfredo sauce I've ever had. Very, very cheesy. Probably pecorino cheese. Very, I don't know my cheeses, but it's, yeah. Well, Sarah said she tasted more gorgonzola in the pasta sauce, so maybe it was more gorgonzola. I don't know. It was good though. Where to? There's a bus over there if you want to hop on a bus. Well, we found the Tiber River. Yeah. Some pretty churches across the way. Some pretty buildings across the way. I just can't see them because of all these trees. But hey, it's shade. I'm not going to argue with shade. That is their Supreme Court building here in Rome. And it's right next to the Castel San Angelo, which is right next to the Vatican. All right, this is the front of the Supreme Court building in Rome. And the plaza around it. Get this Wonderful statue here. There's a cool church right over there. I don't know what church it is, and it looks closed, so I can't go in it, but it looks nice from the outside. But we are near the Vatican. We're not too far from the Vatican from this spot. Another shot of the Tiber River. And the Vatican is straight ahead. It's the castle. I'll put the name. I can't remember the name of everything. I can't even remember my suitcase lock number, let alone the names of all these buildings. So, but that's what it is. All right, if you're big Dan Brown fans or movie buffs, this is where the Preferiti were held in the movie Angels and Demons, starring Tom Hanks. So this is where the final scene with the bad guy was, and then they found the secret passage to the Vatican, which is that way. Yay! But look at the pretty statues all along the bridge. She's not a statue, she's moving. All right, we're on Piazza Navona. We got the Brazilian embassy right there. Some kind of church over here. There's tons of churches everywhere. There's so many churches all over the place. They got this obelisk in the middle. Just another church right there. Yeah, it's just another Roman Saturday.
You get the pretty flowers up on the balcony?
Yes, I saw the pretty flowers on the balcony. Just this, it's a very, very picturesque plaza, or piazza, they would call it.
Yeah,
so we got a dulcimer player. I don't know if you can hear the music, but
and the bells up in the tower.
yeah, looks like looks like we can go into that church.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we're not ones to go into churches, are we? Look at the size of those doors. The name of this church is See Below, or See Above. Okay, as we're walking along, we walk by buildings, and here's a church that doesn't look like a church. But when you go inside, it's a church. We're gonna go inside. So I can get past the scooter without getting run over. Are you kidding me? It's the only way I can explain it. I mean, we're just walking by a regular looking building and you walk into these things and they are just amazing. I can totally see why Martin Luther reformed. This is just ridiculous. even have words on the ceiling. Wow. Yeah, I know.
They have this little teeny up in here. But then they have these little pipes up there.
Yeah, the pipes are up there. But just look at the alcoves. Just the paintings in every little area. Every little area are just beautifully done. I have no idea who the artist is. Zero. Okay, we have Castel Sant'Angelo there. And there's this wall, Vatican wall, where I guess you can walk across it. Because there's openings and slits all the way into Vatican City. So, kind of like in Vatican City, to go to the Vatican, you basically go down there and turn right. And you'd be looking at St. Peter's Basilica. So this is the Vatican Wall, one of the Vatican walls. But yeah. All right, here's a typical menu at a restaurant near the Vatican. We're not in the Vatican area, but we're near the Vatican, so it's kind of with more locals. There's the menu. And we're at this place here. All right, we got some bread, focaccia with olive oil and fresh rosemary, and it's delicious.
So good. Hot. Right out of the pizza oven.
Go Sarah, go Sarah, go Sarah. Yeah, we're in Italy. What else do you think we're gonna eat? Pizza and pasta. That's pretty much it. That's an award-winning dish over there. They've won the last 2 years, so.
It's just cheese and pepper.
Mm.
It doesn't say anything about it. It looks like a cheese sauce. A really simple cheese sauce.
Good. Time to eat. Okay, we bought tickets online for the Vatican Museums and the Sistine Chapel, right? And it's not in the main area. You got to go outside the walls and around to the top part right there.
So here's the plaza where you'd think the entrance is, and you have to go out this wall and around over here.
Yep. And there are no signs that tell you this. There's an information kiosk. If you find the information kiosk, use them. They're really good. Got a nice little plaza here. This is still the Vatican Wall. We're walking around right now. Cool figurines on the wall. All right. This is the entrance in. It's on the side wall. Without reservation, you stand over there. Here's the museum entrance. You can buy tickets. Vouchers are there or off these machines. Sarah's trying to get it off the machine, so we don't stand in this long line here. In here you can take a guided tour, or you can do it yourself, and of course we're gonna do it ourselves. It's just how we roll. The grounds. We're trying to follow a Rick Steves guide, but we've got to find the starting point. Somewhere out here. We're still trying to find the starting point. I think it's over here. This is the Pinecone Courtyard. That pine cone is 2,000 years old. That stood in the Pantheon. They moved it out here, obviously. Full of just busts and stuff. People of Rome. That's Diana, see? Hey, Diana. But we need to go that way. That's a good bathtub. Her face says it all. It's just too crowded in here to see anything. I mean, we're trying to follow Rick Steves' guide and
people are shoved literally right up against you everywhere, and they have a doorway this wide for all these people to get to. It's just, yeah.
Come here in the winter when nobody's here. Forget summer or fall. This is the Sala Rotonda. It's modeled on the Pantheon with the copper dome. That's 1700 years old mosaic floor. These tapestries were created by Raphael, the artist. Wow. This one was highlighted by Rick Steves, as if you watch his eyes, he kind of follows you, kind of like the Haunted Mansion effect. So that's interesting. I'm just moving along with the crowd, folks. Sorry if it's shaky. Yeah, he does look like kind of following you. That's actually the Pope's residence. That's where he lives. Cool. This is the map room. Look at all the maps. It's ridiculous. They got maps all over the place. But the ceiling is unbelievable. Holy cow. I think the ceiling is more impressive than the maps on the wall. The maps are of Italy. The East Italy is on the left, and West Italy is on the right. Pretty cool. All right. This is called the Constantine Rooms. Raphael's students painted this, and he did the touch-ups on it. Jeez. It's just, yeah, you can see it's just, yeah. I have no explanation, no words, just, yeah. Even the floors are cool. Look at the tile on the floors. But we're going into a room where everything was painted by Raphael. This is the Raphael room. Raphael painted this. There's just so much to see. It's just not enough time. It's the Hall of Doors. There's doors there, there's stuff, there's artworks. All these things in here, all these works in here are Salvador Dali. No video. So I'm gonna have to turn this off. You're gonna have to look at it on pictures, because I'm not allowed to photograph or video anything in there, so, oh well.
It's intermission time, folks, so hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right over to our refreshment center for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof. Enjoy breathtaking, mouth-watering goodies, everything from a snack to a delicious full meal. At our refreshment center, you'll find a large variety of goodies to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, or your sweet tooth. And now, on with the show.
They have tons of small little artifacts in glass cases throughout as well. But every room is very, very opulent. Jeweled crosses, jeweled picture frames, a picture of Jesus, I imagine. Just, yeah. That's an old backgammon set. Yeah, there's just a long corridor of just paintings on the walls, on the ceilings. with artifacts to your left, to your right, and it just goes as far as I can see. Your first chance for gifts, right there. So we must be getting toward the end of the tour. Okay, this is the most opulent gift store or gift shop I've ever seen. Holy cow. This is just sick. And it's just lined up to buy the gifts. Also in the Vatican Museum are these, it's like African, a lot of African artwork. Real pretty. There's a whole set of, looks like Indian busts down here. This is Medicine Man of the Suf tribe. They even have artwork from the Orient. Wow. Wonderful Indonesia, it says up there. So I guess this is Indonesian art. It's outside, but it's glassed in. We can't go out there, so. This is all kind of left of the exit, so if you keep following the people out the exit, you're gonna miss this whole area. So, I don't know, you can follow the people or just choose your own path. Time to leave, find some food. We're both very hungry. All right, we made it out to the grounds. They conveniently put all the cafeterias, cafes right on your way out. That's basically your exit right over there. Yeah, and it's just, everybody's all bunched up, clustered together. All right, we stopped for lunch. Sarah got just a mound of meat and some cheese.
I was hoping it might have some salad with it, but
oh well. Sarah's going all protein today, and I'm going all carbs. But it's a meat sauce. So now we're in line for St. Peter's Basilica. It's a long line. It's going to take a while. Sarah looks thrilled. The line starts here, well, where we're at, and it goes all the way around that way to that big screen over there, and that's where security is. They check your bags, and then you get in another line on the side, right side right there, and it goes up and then you go in. We'll let you know how long it takes to get in. We're splitting off to 3 separate lines. This is the line that Sarah chose for us. Usually the bus line. Yeah, nice big screens. Big speakers, big screens. They have a list of things you can't have. Shorts are one thing that they say you're not allowed to have in here, but right now I'm seeing a lot of people with shorts on, so. All right, we're through the security. Took about 35 minutes from that spot. And now we're just going up to the front to get in. All right, we're going in. Those doors are really cool. A lot of cool carvings. I don't know if it's coming over on the video, but there's some cool carvings. And then we enter from over there. But look at this. Holy. Can't get over the size of these statues. They're just so big. Some of the paintings up top are look at the creepy crawly under this statue. Wow. That is intense. We're gonna back up. You can see Alexander. They do have alcove areas where you can go ahead and go in and sit down and pray, or a lot of confessionals. This is the staircase that takes you down to the burial site of St. Peter, I think. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. Sarah doesn't think so.
Look at the bugs.
Yeah, look at the bugs. Big old beetles, or bees, or the structure right here kind of looks like it's just solid wood with paint, gold leaf paint. There's the dome. You see the top of the dome. Normally, there's the I think the cathedral choir sits here underneath that huge statue. They got mics hanging, so I'm sure this is where they hang and sing from, which is right next to the altar. So that's the entrance back there. I got the Swiss Guard guarding the entrance to the Vatican. Just so you know, when you're in Rome at Termini, they do have toilets, but they are €1 each. So have a euro coin, or you can use a tap credit card. For those of you in the States that don't have tap cards, get them before you come to Europe, because you're going to use them constantly. We have come across Circus Maximus. I think you have to pay to get in. We didn't pay to get in this, so that's why we're showing it to you from afar. But I mean, you can walk along the street over there and see the buildings very clearly right there. You know, it's 2,000-year-old buildings. That's pretty cool. Circus Maximus is south of the Colosseum, which is where we're headed towards right now. We're gonna see Palatine Hill, we're gonna see this Forum, and the Colosseum today. We use the Colosseum as a grand finale for you. Lots of hop-on, hop-off buses here. Take your pick of what brand and what company you want to use. Cool aqueduct. You can see they've got some metal braces holding things into place.
We are getting our first view of the edge of the Colosseum as we're walking up this street.
Being attacked by bugs.
I know there seems to be some flies going on around here, so we're trying to like bat them away. So excuse our flapping arms. But yeah, the Circus Maximus is over here where we've just passed, and we're walking up the street to get to the Forum. So we want to do the Forum first and then the Colosseum.
All right, I think we found the entrance to the Palatino Hill and the Forum area. We think. Who knows?
It says Palatino.
Yeah. So we have this. Colosseum is still over Sarah's head. So we're going to do that second because we have an appointment to go on that. Out of the Colosseum, Palatine Hill, and the Forum. Colosseum's on your right, Palatine Hill is down to the bottom, and the Forum is on your left. And we hope to see most of that today.
We just came up a bunch of stairs and we're rewarded with this view from the other side of that arched building.
This is the top of Palatine.
So I think we're gonna go through down this other walkway over here, see what we can find.
nice that they have places where you can read and get some history on the areas, because if you don't take a tour, you're just looking at ruins. So it's kind of nice to have those placards there telling us what it is. And the placard said that this was the palace and had fires in early AD, like 64 AD and 80 AD. It kind of ruined this area, but this was the palace area.
There are lemon trees and pomegranate trees, and I can't tell what, those might be lemon trees as well. Very cool. They probably have all kinds of fruit trees here in their gardens.
Oh, look at the Colosseum.
Oh yeah, you see the edge of the Colosseum from here.
We were gonna take you through this beautiful area, but then this showed up. So we're just gonna admire it from a distance and just look at the beauty from afar.
But look at off through the trees.
Oh,
look at
yeah.
all of the dome, and it looks like some other little smaller cathedral.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go over there and take a look and get some video of that for everybody.
This is a really cool viewpoint. I'm gonna try to get a better shot for maybe the thumbnail or the intro photo or the exit photo, because I'm usually responsible for that in our vlog.
We got the view from Palpatine Hill. We'll be going down there, walking by that soon.
There are lots of stairs going up and down and around throughout this entire Palatine Forum area. So just be aware that you're going to be doing a lot of stairs and there's a lot of uneven ground. So wear really secure, comfortable, supportive sandals or tennies or something like that, so that you're not tripping or falling and you're able to get around easier.
Beautiful arch.
Here are some at least 2,000-year-old Roman benches, just in case you need a place to sit down. Of course, I'm sure they weren't benches when they started out. We're down inside the forum area now. We just came down a bunch of stairs after climbing up a bunch of stairs, and we were looking down below from these areas over here.
You can see where we were, but look at the arches underneath it, holding that whole thing up. That's really cool.
It's really cool that, number one, this is an outdoor space. So, sorry, really deep steps. Number one, it's an outdoor space, so there can be a lot of people here exploring, and there's still lots of room to get around, and you're not cramped. And we have this wonderful cloud cover today, which is so perfect, and it's actually a cooler day today too. And we're here before noon, so that helps. But yeah, it's, of all the days that we had to be outdoors in a place like this, you know, most of the day, this is a pretty good day for that. So it's just amazing all around.
Temple of Romulus. They called the prison's carcer, I guess, for incarcerated. Maybe? Possibly? I'm guessing? Sounds good. Okay, this is the Temple of Antonius and Faustina, 141 AD. See the large rocks holding up the columns. Wow, that's just, oh, how many people? So many unanswered, well, I'm sure there's answers to the questions. Okay, I'm guessing this is original flooring for the forum. Just a guess. But now we are in the Forum.
And right over against on the other side of this wall was where Caesar was, I'm guessing, attacked, or we'll see if we can put it in a thing down below. Ooh, look at the detail on that.
Because we're so good with history stuff. Sarah's touching history. Something that's...
How long ago these were carved?
Just the view. I mean, everywhere you look, you stand up and, you know, you just, yeah, it's just all sorts of stuff. Every turn, there's beautiful columns. This is the Sanctuary of Vesta. In the Forum. All right, now that we're close enough to it, this is the Basilica of Maxentius. Yeah. Maxentius. It's Max's Basilica, basically. Look at that. And there's an exit right there. I think we're gonna take that exit because we have an appointment at the Colosseum that we need to get to. So, let's go. What's behind you, dear?
A big, old theater of sorts.
Theater,
A theater of lots of bloodshed.
Bloodshed. Oh. Now we gotta find the line to get in. Yeah! Looks like they've done some work on the exterior to make it, I don't know, look new, fresh. But you can see it looks like newer brick, and then you can look over here, and it's definitely the older original blocks.
Except at the very top,
Except
some other kind of bricks, flatter, older bricks.
Yeah. They filled in the arches. You can see that the arches looks like there was like, I don't know, doorways or something there. I don't know. But yeah, this is new. And that's old.
We're inside this first part of the Colosseum. There's like arches all up above and to the sides. We just got through security.
Yeah, they have a little presentation on the Colosseum and what went on here. And there's the stairs to go up. And we're gonna go up. There's an elevator over there too. Yeah, we're making the climb.
All right, we are finally walking inside the Colosseum. Bright sun. Oh, wow. It's like there's several layers of these archways to get out into the main area. The arena, I guess, or looks like there's another walkway closer to the interior.
All right, we made it finally inside. You can see the old seats on the floor. You need to pay extra to get down on the floor, and you need to pay even more extra to get down into the where the cells were, where they held the lions, the tigers, and the slaves, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a profit deal here. I do have to say that this place is poorly marked. We had to we walked mindlessly just trying to find a way to get out into this inner ring. That took forever, it seemed like. So, you can see some of the columns still. You can see some original writing. You've got like stones and stuff like that in these little alcoves they're all gated though, so. But yeah, you can see the bars. You're not getting in.
We're on the interior section, the interior walkway, and we can see the stairs.
Original stairs.
Yeah, the old original stairs. But we have, luckily, a nice breeze. Ooh, these look nice too. Look at these.
12 higher.
Look at these old tiles. That was the old kind. I don't know. How old is that? It's hard to say. That's new.
Yeah, that's Newberry.
There's definitely a difference. And it's almost like they're using some of the old materials to remake some of the, or rebuild some of it. Ooh, look. But I mean, just the view from up here, looking down the way that they would have been watching everything happening. Pretty amazing. And a lot of the partial structures still remain. I mean, they've redone a lot of stuff, but there's still a lot of original structure. Isn't that crazy? There's like tons of tiny little teeny chisel marks to create that shape. And then somebody had to lug the thing or roll the thing. Yeah. All right, I have to share this. I took a photo, but look at all the lines that are over here. You have the lines right here, the archways. And then look beyond, through the window, you have the row of columns, the row of trees, the wall along the forum. How cool. It's just, I love this photo.
And that's looking out at Palpatine Hill. We were just there. This looks like one of the original staircases that would have taken people up and down into the seats. Wow, they got it gated off. Looks pretty dilapidated, but they do have a gift shop. So if you need to get your gifts, you can get your gifts. All right, and here's a close-up view of the subterranean area. So cool. Of course, you can get a tour down there. It costs extra. Yeah, look at the old stone of these walls. Those are big blocks. I mean, they're
and
just...
then look right here too.
Yeah.
It's a big block there.
That might have been a footing.
Yeah.
But they just have huge blocks, and then they've got these little, looks like old-fashioned bricks back in the day.
Yeah, but you can see the top of them. See, they're
flat.
Flat, and only about so...
Yeah. Coliseum, you're probably tired of all the Coliseum stuff, so this is the last Coliseum shot. No more. Well, if you stuck with us this long, you rock. Because I know that was a long video. But that is our view of Rome.
Yeah,
so,
we didn't see everything there is to see, but we did lots of, I don't know, just walking around, and we saw a few sights. So hopefully you enjoyed it.
We did the main touristy things, but yet the beauty of Rome, I think, is in the side streets.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. The things that you find by just wandering around. They have 24 hours, 72 hour, 48 hour, all sorts of all-day bus. It includes bus, subway, train. Get one of those for 3 days and just hop on a bus.
Yeah,
and
they
see
have
where it takes you.
And the 7-day one is what we first got, and then we just got a 24-hour.
Yeah, we just got a 24-hour because we were here for 10 days. And no, we didn't see all of it. Could we have seen more? Probably, but
we're slow travelers.
We're
not into seeing everything there is to see right off the bat. So
it's Rome. That's pretty much the way I can put it for you.
It was a nice city. I really enjoyed it.
So winter is the time you want to come here. There's less people and there's no frickin' bugs. So, but that's it for here. We are on to our next Italian city.
Yay!
But until then, bye. I can just like, there goes my thought process. Just,
oh, there it goes. It's like a flutterby.
Yeah, I think I'll probably remember this later, what I was going to say, but it doesn't do you any good now. But here's the something castle. Of course, you got a good view of Sarah's bun. Look at that bun. Isn't that great? Look, and she didn't wash her hair.
I didn't.
No.
I wadded it up and put it in the braid.
Yep. So
it's getting washed tomorrow, but.
So make comments on how dirty her hair looks. Look. A 1st century trash can. All right. It looks like they've done some work on the Well, you need to get closer. See, yeah, you need to be in front of me because your head is smaller anyway. So you got a smaller head. I got a big head.
Well, you're a bigger person.
I am a bigger person. Massive.